most hungry place. I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap and publisher states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized. It's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in their raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Windows down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Warriors 17. 18, tied in.
Throwing is Hurts. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, isn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Packers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And some space here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there.
Well, it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 64 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Hurts throw taken in by Hockenson here. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hold it ready.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On the jump.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ready?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
18 yarders, 18 yarders, trap 50, trap 50. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Love's throw here into the hands of Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Okay, right? And cycle.
They'll go again to Jones. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Love now to pass on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Love now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
So the first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Love. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready, play.
Final play of the half, Love. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does Giants have first down yardage. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First down, going to the air with Love. But he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Let's go.
Here's Love. He finds Watson complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Jones not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and goal, Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And some room to work. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. First down, Love to pass. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Up the middle, Jones. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Completed out left to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs from 21 yards away. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
The point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A run for Pierce out of the gun, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. 20, 10, 5, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee.
Ready, break!
And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Green Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Detroit, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the rep.